What's up, everybody? This is Zack, aka Zacky, creator of Jellag Radio and many more podcasts on the website Zack.coffee. That's ZACK.CFFE. The latest Jellag Radio is Jellag Radio 4221. Be sure to check it out, 4221. It's a repeat of 4200. I wanted to make it easier for you guys to listen to it as your latest podcast, so be sure to enjoy it and check it out. I am the CEO, founder, and senior project manager of Zack Technology LLC, Zack Technology LLC, where I'm a super intelligence SME, that's a subject matter expert. I focus on technology, world affairs, affaires étrangères, electronic music, and we talk about mental health, emotional support, and music therapy. Let's go straight into the show. Let me go ahead and give me 1 second. Look at these notes. All right. Um, Now, I am not sponsored by OmniPlan, OmniFocus, and the whole Omni suite. But if OmniPlan, OmniFocus, and OmniOutliner wants to sponsor me, that'd be great. I love their products, and I use them on the macOS 26. I'm using my MacBook Pro right now, obviously. Okay, first thing I wanted to say was happy birthday to Akio Otsuka. Akio Otsuka, start to watch. Akio Otsuka is 66 years old. He's obviously the voice of Solid Snake and Big Boss in the Metal Gear franchise. He's also the voice of the Die Hard Man in the Death Stranding series. So very cool voice actor, the best voiceover work ever created, and I want to wish him a very happy 66th birthday. He's also the voice of Bato-san in Ghost in the Shell. So be sure to wish him a happy birthday if you can, and the games are amazing. Be sure to play his games. They're just wonderful. Um, I wanted to talk about. Let's see. I have people were wondering why I stopped using props. So let me start using props again. Ghost in the Shell, the manga, as always, very important manga series. Be sure to check it out. It is mature audiences, so it's not for kids. I have my initial D omnibus. I have the first two omnibus. I can't afford the third one yet, but I'll do my best to get it when I can. And as you know, I deal with music therapy, so be sure to check out the book Music and Mind by René Fleming. Very great book. I read it, I reread it, I read it again, and I picked it up at Bookish Modesto. It's a small bookstore in Modesto. Be sure to check it out. But you can also find it at Barnes and Noble. I go to the Barnes and Noble in Roseville, and you can find it on Amazon as well. Okay, let's see. Next, I wanted to talk about music. Music's still working with FL Studio 25 and Logic Pro, and on my wish list, I have Ableton 12.3 with a push 3 controller. So if anyone at Ableton can send me a copy of Ableton 12.3 and a push 3 controller, would be much appreciated. I love their software. Their DAW is amazing, and it's very interactive and stuff. I lost my controller. I used to have a Akai MIDI controller, and I lost it when I moved from Modesto back to Sacramento, so I'm really sad about it. For Black Friday, I took advantage of Tim Cook's Apple TV sale. You could get 6 months for $36. So it's 6 months of Apple TV on sale for $36. It was a great deal, and I took advantage of it. I can now watch all these Apple TV Plus shows, and I'm really excited. Big shout out to Brad Pitt. I'm going to watch Formula One, the movie. I'm really excited for this. I also got Bleach Rebirth of Souls for the PlayStation 5. Bleach Rebirth of Souls for the PlayStation 5. Very excited. I know we've been playing Bleach Brave Souls for a long time on the PS4, PS5, and now we can live stream Rebirth of Souls, and it's going to be a lot of fun. You'll get to experience the whole history of Bleach, the manga, the anime, and as you know, the anime is very long. There's about 500 episodes, but in this universe, they cut down the fillers, and it's only like 360 episodes. It's something like that, or 400 some episodes. Bleach: A Thousand Year Blood War season 4 is going to be coming out in 2026. So we'll have an announcement in a couple of weeks, a couple of months, so it's going to be very fun. There's a new Bleach game for the iOS and Android. Be sure to check it out. It looks like it's going to be a great game as well. For Black Friday, I also need a antivirus software for renew it for a year for my Lenovo Legion laptop, and 64 gigs of RAMs for DDR RAM for my Lenovo Legion. That's very important that I need that, so hopefully I can help. Someone can help. I'm hoping to get an iPhone 17 Pro Max for Christmas, and an iPad Pro and an Apple Watch really would help me out. So anybody at Apple that can help, as you know, I'm an influencer. So if iJustine can get all of her stuff almost for free, and I don't understand why I cannot. I do a lot of great work. I've been doing over 1,000 YouTube videos. It's time. Someone should be helping me out for doing all this great work. I also need a Lenovo Legion desktop. I need a Lenovo Legion desktop so I can run a Cyberpunk 2077 modified server so you can play multiplayer. It would be a lot of fun. And here you go. For reading, I'm still listening to some audiobooks of Kamal Harris's 107 Days book and Bernie Sanders' latest book that is about the importance of his organization, Our Revolution. As far as programming, lots of R programming, and check out datacamp.com. Very great website about learning how to program, including R programming. All right, let's get together with all the news for today. This is Coffee with Zack in English. Okay. COP Cup 30 ends with a whimper. This is by The Economist. Very sad about COP 30. America didn't even show up. Trump did not show up to the COP 30. It was very, very embarrassing. But I believe Gavin Newsom showed up, so that was really nice. Thank you to Gavin Newsom for doing that. I think Kamal Harris may have showed up as well. The mystic, the cricketer, and the spy in Pakistan's Game of Thrones, Imran Khan, marriage to his spiritual advisor shocked the country. Now she could help decide whether he returns to office or stays in prison, by 1843 magazine. Says someone obviously went through a lot of hoopla for writing these articles. Therefore, I'm going to share it, so be sure to read that article from 1843 magazine. The Weekend Intelligence, Global News, the Cotton Patch Gospel. What does it mean to live by your principles when your country seems to be going astray? This is by The Economist podcast. Very sad stuff, and he talks about the goddamn KKK, the Ku Klux Klan. Very dangerous stuff. Be sure to read about this content. An EIU report, North America outlook, 2026 and 2026, North America will face another year of heightened economic and policy uncertainty. The region's outlook is being reshaped by record high U.S. tariffs, slowing growth among the U.S. and Canada, and rising pressure from global trade realignments. While policy unpredictability dominates the landscape, opportunities in areas such as AI investment continue to offer resilience and long-term potential. Download the North American Outlook 2026 summary report for a concise view of how these developments could affect your strategy. Whether you're managing corporate risk, shaping government policy, or directing direct investment decisions, EIU's analysis provides forward-looking insights to help you navigate another expected complex and fast-changing year. This is by the EIU, the Economist Intelligence Unit. Next story, quantum thinking can help you solve complex strategy challenges, by Harvard Business Review. Up next, U.S. and Ukraine signal peace plan progress after Geneva talks, by BBC. Hunting down those who kill people to sell their body parts for magic charms, is by the BBC as well. Up next, suicide bomber kills 3 at Pakistan paramilitary HQ, by Reuters. Teja crash dampens export hopes for Indian fighter jets, is by Reuters. Up next, how many times has Israel violated the Gaza ceasefire? Here are the numbers. It's by Al Jazeera News. Then I said this is ridiculous. Israel violated the ceasefire. The world got news fatigue. Everybody started getting bored. Palestine didn't even make the front page on Al Jazeera News. Are you shitting me? This is a genocide. I promise to talk about Sudan's genocide as well, too. Up next, Trump's pledges, cooperation and coordination to end Sudan civil war. This is about Al Jazeera News. Up next, Red Cross to cut 2,900 jobs / budget as donor reduces support. This is about Al Jazeera News. Up next, Christian group in Nigeria says 50 students abducted by gunmen have escaped. This is about Al Jazeera News. Up next, a battle with my blood. When I was diagnosed with leukemia, my first thought was that this could not be happening to me or my family. This is by the New Yorker. Up next, Christian cinema is ready for a Maha turn political. And then I said, this woman gets paid to suck the fellatio of GOP members, making millions and jeopardizing Congress. I need Americans to understand how disappointing she is. And this is why it's important to vote in every election, local, state, and national. Up next, most missing in Afghan earthquake are women, says the United Nations. It's about Afghanistan International. Be sure to check out that article. Up next, Panera's $1 million turnaround starts with fixing its salads as Americans drift away from iceberg lettuce. This is by Sherwood News. Be sure to check out Sherwood News. I didn't share it enough, but it's Joshua Topolsky's website. Joshua Topolsky is amazing. He used to run The Verge and Vox. He was an amazing guy, and I don't want him to be left behind, that people forget about him. Joshua Topolsky is amazing, and he cracks me up when he does that Bane voice because I know how to do my Batman voice. It's just awesome. Up next, Vine walked so TikTok could run on Virgin history, the messy, all too short beginning of the vertical video revolutions by The Verge. Why Nevada has so many ghost towns. This is by Vox. How the classic anime Ghost in the Shell predicted the future of cybersecurity 30 years ago by TechCrunch. Up next, how aging clocks can help us understand why we age and how we can reverse it. It's by MIT Technology Review. Up next, the U.S. economy's 7 deadly sins by U.S. Business Insider. Up next, U.S. soldiers in action during exercise in Germany. This is by LinkedIn. This is by NATO, the guys at NATO. Up next, many prominent MAGA personalities on X, Twitter, were based outside of the U.S. New tool reveals. This is by The Guardian. Very scary stuff. I told you guys that MAGA cult was all like Russian influence, Russian interference, and all this and that. All those MAGA cult were all accounts that were overseas and stuff. And a lot of them were, from Russia. It was terrible. Up next, the New York Times, our best Thanksgiving dessert recipes by New York Times. Up next, JFK's granddaughter reveals terminal cancer diagnosis, criticizes cousin RFK Jr.'s criticized cousin RFK Jr. It's by Huffington Post. By The Atlantic, up next, Thanksgiving most underrated food. Next story, days after their friendly meeting, Madani says he still thinks Trump is a fascist. This is by 538. Next story, more states are offering cheap health plans to farmers with a catch. This is by Washington Post. Next story, former French President François Hollande, Trump's plan reduces Europe's role to besieged bystanders by Le Monde. Next story, 70s plus early Black Friday deals. We found record prices on MacBook Pros, AirPods, Kindles, and Ninja appliances. This is by Bashable. Next story, what's a VPN? Whether you know the nitty gritty, how to or not, it pays to use a VPN. This is by Vice. Next story, the Intercept briefing. Robert Wright thinks Democrats are on the brink of a new era. This is by the Intercept. Next story, 2025, the pictures of the year. This is by Nat Geo. Next story, G20 summit closes in South Africa after U.S. absence by NPR. Next story, new CA youth gun law closes loopholes for some, doors for others. Cap Radio News. Next story, l'armée, miroir d'une France sans boussole, le monde diplomatique. And then I said, tu veux ta boussole, j'ai besoin d'une voiture, which means if you need your compass back, I need a new car. It's really important. Up next, Next story, documenting war crimes in Sudan begins now by foreign policy, and the end of the longest peace. Uh, One of the history's greatest achievement is under threat by foreign affairs. Uh, Next story, sleepless at the top. Takaichi's work ethic highlights Japan's overwork problems by the diplomat. People work so much in Japan, they're overworked and all this and that is crazy stuff. They have to be able to not have to work so much and work-life balance. Next story, why Putin is losing the war in Ukraine that he thinks he is winning by the Cipher Brief. Next story, Germany, Ukraine, German counterintelligence tracks down spies infiltrating hackathons by intelligence online in French. Next story, a new bridge links the strange math of infinity to computer science by Quantum Magazine. Then I have a link to CERN in French. Be sure to check out that link. Then I have a link. Then I have a story about NASA, including the X-59 and celebrating 25 years of the space station. So check out that link. And then I say Interpol conferences unite global efforts on anti-corruption, assets and recovery, and sports integrity. By Interpol. Up next story, next-gen USAF airlifter expected to by 2038. C-17 to fly another 50 years by Air and Space Force magazine. Next story, 15 high-octane gifts for the car lover in your life to by Super Street on Motor Trend. Then it says, what's up everybody, this is Monday. It's time for major content creation, and there's my new Coffee with Zack vlog in English. Alright guys, I think that's almost everything that I need to mention. As I mentioned, I need to hurry up and upload this YouTube to my YouTube channel. So I need to do that, and please, a big happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Happy Thanksgiving, especially I mentioned. Let's see. Let me make sure I don't forget anybody. All right. Want to give a big happy Thanksgiving to everybody, especially people that are working on Thanksgiving, the EMTs, the firefighters, the police officers, the doctors, the nurses, medical staff, and obviously military members and veterans. I hope you have the ability to spend time with your families if you're home, or at the very least, if you're on base, if you can have a video conference call with them or a phone call. Very important. So happy Thanksgiving, and I hope you enjoy Thanksgiving amongst your loved ones and stuff. And if you're on base, a big salute to you, and I hope you'll be able to enjoy some good turkey. Really important. I'm eating some mango over here. I have some mango over here. If you don't like mango, you should try mango. Mango is delicious. And I have my Seiko Japan watch over here. My Seiko Japan, very cool watch. And we're gonna reset the watch here. And yeah, I'm still watching some older seasons of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, before I can enjoy season 4, which is going to be released sometime this week. So big shout out to Will Smith and his family, and very excited for season 4 of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's going to be a wonderful season, I'm sure. Obviously, you have to cut the video short because eventually I have to record my video in French for Tuesday. This is my video for Monday. Please don't forget that my book club is really important, and the reason why you don't hear from me often is because there's been a lot of books on the book club. And not everybody has the luxury to read over 12 books per month. So that's why I kind of slow down things on the book club, and you can go back and revisit some of the books that I had on there, and you can read them and enjoy them. I'm watching Dawson's Creek lately. Dawson's Creek. So if you're from my high school, Wynwoods High School, class of 2001, say hello. And just watching Dawson's Creek, great show, and really enjoyed the TV series. I haven't got a lot of signature on my senior the book, the whatever the thing is called, the book with the at the end of the year, seniors edition, which I helped create. It's been so long. I'm the one that created this damn thing, and now I forgot. Now I forgot the name of it. Goes to show how long it's been. How long it's been. But a big shout out to everybody at Winton Woods High School. I've been watching. They finally got themselves on Twitter. Their football team is doing amazing. Their basketball team is doing good. So big shout out to the sports program at Winton Woods. And I enjoy all of your content. And I recommend you that if you go to Winton Woods High School, sign up for a bunch of colleges. And if you're wondering what college to go to, what university to go to Ohio State. Go to Ohio State University. Ohio State University is the best university in the world. That's where I graduated in 2009. It's my favorite school. It was so much fun. And please understand, if you're under a budget, that's okay. You can go to community college. You can go to Cincinnati State Community College. You can go to Columbus State Community College. And eventually, after 2 years, you can transfer to Ohio State University, to the Ohio State University. Please understand, when it comes to an education, it doesn't matter how long it takes you, as long as you graduate. Once you graduate, you can breathe easier. Once you get that certificate, that Bachelor's of Arts, that Bachelor of Science, or that master's degree, or that PhD, whatever you get, it will help you get to the next step. And I know a lot of people gives you horror stories and like, oh, but I have loans, or oh, I don't make as much as a janitor, and all this and that. Here's what I need you guys to understand. Having a college education or university education helps you, opens doors. It opens doors where you see things that will help you in life. It will help you in life. And when you're in trouble, that college education will help you to better stature, to better world, to better living. I don't have to tell you the sad truth about what happens to a lot of our disenfranchised youth. Disenfranchised youth that are in our inner cities and stuff, when they get in trouble with the law, what happens? They go into that pipeline through the prison system, and they suffer years and years in prison for no apparent reason, just because they didn't have an education. So please get yourself, finish high school, finish college, university, and then go on to do your things. Yes, you won't say, oh no, I'm gonna go straight into YouTube. No. Listen to your parents. Not everybody is gonna be a YouTube star. Not everybody's gonna be a YouTube star. Not everybody's gonna be a Twitch star. Only the very few can do it. Out of that many people that are successful doing this type of stuff, there's a lot of people that are struggling. Me, myself, look, I'm trying to get this YouTube page up the ground, and I'm still struggling. But thankfully, I have my college education to help me out in case of needs. So please get a college education, get a degree. It's very important. Listen to your parents. Listen to your parents. You don't want to, I don't know how else to say, ladies, but your dad does not want you to turn 18 and think that you're going to make some fast money as a stripper. Being a stripper is not the way to handle things, or the porn industry. It's not the way to handle things, because not a lot of people want to marry a porn person. You think that that's what they want? No, they don't. A lot of people, we're feminists. We're talking about this. Yeah, feminism is great. I am all for feminism, but I'm also very worried about body count. And if your body count is too high, a man is not going to want to marry you. It's the truth. It's pretty much the truth. Okay, guys, it's Ohio State versus Michigan. That's the weekend. It's also Bengals versus Ravens this weekend for Thanksgiving. But Ohio State versus that team up north, Michigan. So please, rivalry game on Saturday. Let's watch it. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to try to go watch it with the alumni here in Sacramento. I'm going to do my best. And it's a really exciting game, and I just would look forward for Ohio State to win this game, because we really need to win that game. We've been unsuccessful recently. It's been really annoying. So let's get out there, win this game, and get on to the next step. I want to wish a happy Thanksgiving. Also, I don't know. I don't think she's watching, but happy Thanksgiving to my ex-wife, whom I missed dearly, and happy Thanksgiving to my former stepdaughter. So, I hope you guys are all doing okay, and I'm sorry we've become estranged, but estranged. But I left you a voicemail. I hope you heard, and yeah, okay, guys. Peace in the Middle East. We hope for our brethren in Afghanistan from the earthquake that things get better. We hope for the Gaza Strip to the ceasefire to be respected. We pray for the people of Syria. As you know, I'm recording this video in the future, but in the past, there was an attack in Syria, very dangerous, and more hoopla around the world, really dangerous stuff. So we just pray for peace. Today's the time of enjoying Turkey amongst friends and family. And like I said, let's just pray for peace and calm. I appreciate the work of the Pope is doing for calming things around the world. I appreciate the work of the Muslim League for doing, calming things around the world. I appreciate the work of the Dalai Lama. I appreciate the work of the makers of Transformers for making new Transformers. I appreciate Lucasfilms for making a new Mandalorian and Grogu movie for Yoda. I appreciate the work of Star Trek, making a cartoon and also making Rebecca Romijn a new season I'll be sure to watch. And a big shout out to everyone in astronomy, NASA and the ESA, where they're looking at 3-eye Atlas in the sky, Coucou Aline, and I hope that I get some time to play Mass Effect. But be sure to look in the sky with a telescope, or go to your local observatory to watch this beautiful interstellar object, because we're not going to see it ever again. This is the third one. So Christopher Nolan, once you get done with the Tenet trilogy, please make an interstellar trilogy movie. That would be a lot of fun. All right, guys. Who they going to think and beat them Bengals? So I hope the Bengals win against the Baltimore Ravens. And a big shout out to the whole team at Ohio State Buckeyes. You have to win this match. You have to do it. I believe in all of you. Everyone is pumped, and the whole students, please don't drink too much. It's very important. Drink with moderation. Always have a battery pack so your phone doesn't run out of battery. And please, everybody, as law enforcement would say, or CHP, don't drink and drive. Please do not drink and drive. I implore you, if you're a designated driver, drink a 0% alcohol beer, and always wear your seatbelt. You know there's always accidents this time of year, so please, we need less accidents this time of year. Very important. Don't drink and drive, and don't drive under the influence of drugs or anything. Please, it's really dangerous, so please listen. Thank you so much for watching this video, and like I said, happy Thanksgiving, guys, and I will see you during the weekend. I'll try to live stream this weekend. It'll be busy Black Friday weekend, but like I said, I don't plan on doing any shopping because I don't have any money. And yeah, but please, if you'd like to make a donation, go to paypal.me/IamZacky, or go to my venmo.com/IamZacky, IAMZAKI. Much appreciated. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.